Hello, beautiful people. It is Obscurist Tourist here once again. And once again, I come to you from Toronto, Canada. And today I thought I'd switch it up and veer away from my regular content and focus on something sports related. Because guess what? Sports is back. And in Toronto was chosen as one of the hub cities by the NHL to host the remainder of the NHL season, also known as the playoffs, and perhaps even the Stanley Cup final. The other one is in Edmonton, Alberta, all the way on the other side of the country. But for today, I'm going to take a look at the two NHL bubbles that are here in Toronto. My friend Richie actually suggested I do this video, and I was like, wait a second, that's not my thing. But then I was like, wait a second, it might be my thing, because this is a super insanely unique situation, and it'll probably never happen again, where 12 NHL teams will be playing out of the same city for the next month. So let's check out what's going on here. And who would I be if I didn't try to sneak in at least some of my regular content? Here, a mid-century fountain on the old exhibition grounds, built in 1958. And behind it, that's BMO Field. And that is where all the NHLers are maxing and relaxing between games and on days off. And believe it or not, it has been almost 5 months since the last NHL game was played on March 11th, when the Los Angeles Kings defeated the Ottawa Senators 3-2. Oh boy, it makes me so excited to see these signs up around the city. And here we are right outside BMO, and I don't know if you can hear this, but that is the commentary from the Tampa Bay Lightning Florida Panthers game happening at the Scotiabank Arena right now. And I would surmise that the players not participating are in here watching this game on the big screen. So it's pretty neat. Just to give you some bearings of where we are in Toronto, I did a video a little while back on the abandoned Ontario Place, and it's right there, just a stone's throw from BMO Field. And as you can see, security is insanely light. In fact, I counted a total of 2. But then again, there's nobody here. A completely empty and secure and safe part of Toronto. So basically, this fencing system is running through and enclosing the entirety of the bubble. It is part of the exhibition bubble and part of where everyone on Hotel X is, just over there. And I think security is coming to check me out right now. We'll see what this is. It's arriving on a skateboard. Amazing. Everyone inside of the NHL bubble, all 12 teams, hundreds of players and staff, are subject to daily COVID-19 tests, and results will be made within 24 hours of those tests. This entire bubble looks totally safe. In fact, I couldn't think of a better place to house players than in Toronto, which has dealt with the coronavirus and the pandemic very well the past 4 months. And we are currently moving into stage 3 here. So kudos to Toronto, and kudos to the NHL for making a wise decision in putting the Eastern Conference teams here. This guy just came by to tell me where not to go, and he arrived on a longboard. You go, cool guy. Those two buses right there belong to the Washington Capitals and Carolina Hurricanes. Saw them pull in a little bit earlier, and they'll be playing a game at Scotiabank Arena in just a few hours. Another view of Hotel X. So I've got to give the security here some kudos, because they are like ninjas hiding out in the bushes. So anytime I get near this fence, nearer than I already am, they are right on me. I think the last one rolled out of a bush. So though sparse in numbers, they are definitely on the ball when it comes to protecting the bubble and keeping the players safe. And this guy just seems to be following me around, or working on some of his longboard skills. Gotta stay in shape if you're security, especially when you're guarding the NHL bubble. Players and staff will also have access to designated space for indoor and outdoor activities, including movie theaters, player lounges, patio decks, and recreational space. In fact, that is predominantly the role of BMO, aside from allowing players to watch other games. And the Intercare Center right there, that contains one of the 4 hockey rinks players have access to. I would assume that is one of the 3 NHL-sized rinks that is available. And there's also a 4th, which contains an Olympic-sized hockey rink. And your guess is as good as mine as to where that is located. And there's some stadium seating here. Probably the closest you're going to get to actually being a fan at a live sports event. It's located here right in the parking lot of the exhibition grounds. There's another 4 seats here. Completely unoccupied. And here is a far shot of Hotel X, and Hotel X is playing host to 5 NHL teams: the Boston Bruins, Tampa Bay Lightning, Washington Capitals, Philadelphia Flyers, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. You know, seeing these signs, although cool, is bittersweet, because playoff hockey is right here in my own backyard. Yet I can't actually attend any games. It's just beyond the reach of my fingertips. So just over my shoulder there are the Princess Gates, otherwise known as the entryway into the exhibition grounds. Currently playing host to 5 NHL teams over at Hotel X, and entertaining the others at BMO Field. So let's head on over to bubble number 2, which consists of the Royal York Hotel and the Scotiabank Arena. Well, I've made my way downtown, which was about a 15-minute bike ride from the CNE grounds to where all the games are going to be played, right here at the Scotiabank Arena. And right there in front of me with the big satellite dish is what I assume to be one of the NBC trucks used to broadcast the games nationally. And there is more of the usual safety fencing to keep the public, like me, at bay. And that is the Columbus Blue Jackets team bus. One thing I've noticed about the Royal York and Scotiabank is that security is a lot tighter and there are a lot more people on patrol here, which makes sense considering that it's downtown. And here's Maple Leaf Square, usually completely occupied by fans during the playoffs, but now occupied by security, police, and the teams themselves. Here's a fun fact. The Scotiabank Arena served as the Toronto Postal Delivery Building for the city and was used as a postal sorting plant until 1989, when it was renovated and turned into the Air Canada Centre. Want to know another fun fact? My dad, my pops, actually worked here as a postman during its days as a cog in the mail system back in the 1970s. Pretty cool, huh? And there is Hotel Number 2, and it's right across the street from Union Station, Toronto's main rail hub, bringing thousands upon thousands of people into the city every day. And it still blows my mind to look at this street, Front Street, and see just how not busy it is. This place is usually packed with people, regardless of time of day. And this right here is where the other 7 NHL teams will be housed from the Eastern Conference. The Toronto Maple Leafs, Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Columbus Blue Jackets, New York Islanders, Montreal Canadiens, and the New York Rangers, all here at the legendary Fairmont Royal York Hotel in downtown Toronto. I can't actually show you the inside of the hotels today for obvious reasons, but let me know which bubble you'd prefer to be in. The exhibition grounds at the CNE, in Hotel X, or the Scotiabank Arena Royal York Hub. For me, I'd probably prefer the exhibition grounds. Just seems a bit more relaxing to me. But what do I know? So I was trying to figure out how NHLers were able to walk from the Royal York to the Scotiabank Arena for games, and it seems that someone has come up with this brilliant idea where those 2 police officers are standing. Those gates will close and players can walk from the hotel over to this stairwell right here, which goes underground and leads all the way behind me to the Scotiabank Arena right over there. I really hope you guys enjoyed my glimpse into NHL life here in the Toronto hub and the hotel bubbles that the 12 NHL teams in the Eastern Conference will be staying in. Unfortunately, one of the teams not here are these guys. The very hat I'm wearing, the Quebec Nordique, and that's because they no longer exist. For now, Obscurist tourists saying goodbye and enjoy sports while it lasts, because who knows what's going to happen down the line. Things are getting crazy. See you later.